We've got the violin for you, mate.
I'm just not going to talk today. I'm actually trying to have a normal conversation.
What do you mean about we don't want to normally do that here? You're one of the worst ones.
I agree.
1 second, guys. 1 second.
And now you want to ball.
We don't you? What do you want?
After review, guys. After review, we can confirm that crying will not change the decision. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.
And then in the second half, I thought, West Ham played well. It was back and forth. But then Leandro Trossard, again, Arteta made some good substitutions. I thought the subs did well. Odegaard, in particular, came on. Just even before that, Havertz had a little chance cut back. No one was on the end of it. But then Trossard gets the big goal, the big moment. There was scenes in that away in, man, I'll tell you, because we all knew that goal was absolutely massive. But there was still 8 minutes left. They threw the kitchen sink at it. West Ham, they had to. Listen, they're fighting for their lives, and I've got to credit the way they fought in that game. And then it all comes down to that last controversial incident.
They were defending with their lives, weren't they, West Ham?
Sorry?
They were defending.
They were defending with their lives. They were attacking. But it comes down to that. Callum Wilson scores the goal, but there's a foul in the build-up to that goal. And to me, the minute, listen, in the stadium, I don't know, because I'm right at the other end. I don't know what's going on, we're just waiting on the VAR. But I have to say that people around me were already saying, that's an obvious foul. Because one good thing about that stadium, you do
good Wi-Fi.
Good Wi-Fi, innit? You can watch the Sky
Wi-Fi, one of the only stadiums.
LS connected.
So a lot of people were saying, boy, that's a foul. And you could see, we were near to the West Ham fans, you could see they were worried. You know what I mean? You could see like they're thinking, no, this ain't good, man. And when I came out of the ground and I watched it back, to me, as soon as I saw it, I was like, biasness aside, I was like, it's a foul. He's got his hand around his neck. He's pulling him as well, right? And had he not have done that, Ray's just going to catch the ball. I don't think he would have even have punched it away. I think he would have caught it. You know how good he is at coming and claiming things. It was 100% foul. Now, I know there's some people saying, look at the build-up. I heard Abby saying it. Look at Declan Rice. He's got his hand over. But if you actually study the rules, what they say is, right, they do it in order of the incidents that's happened. The incident that happened first is the foul on Raya. That's the foul. They've prevented him from catching the ball. That's the foul. Had it not been that, might even have been a penalty because Declan Rice does have hold of Mavropanos, but that happens after. If you actually watch the whole thing, that happens after Raya has been fouled and dragged down to the ground. So the referee and the VAR got it right. It took a long time, but I understand that as well. It's a big decision. Remember, you got one team that's, could go get relegated because of this. You got another team, it could cost them the title possibly because of this. So to fair play to the referee and the VAR, it's a huge decision. I saw Arsenal be on the end of what I thought was a crowd influence, manager influence decision just about a week or so ago over at Atletico. When that was a foul, which should have been a penalty, and because of the influence of Simeone and fans and the whole thing in there, it got overturned. There is nobody that can sit here and tell me that those referees and the VAR did not get the decision right. I don't want to hear nothing about, what about this one, this time, and that one. And also, I can also tell you, right, that a certain TV station, I'm not going to name which one it is, right? But I know for a fact they went back and looked at every single Arsenal corner this season to see if there's been an incident that was the same, and they couldn't find any. People will say the United one, that was a lot different to this one, right? Whether that was a foul or not, that's another argument. But it's completely different to this one. It's 100% the right decision. I understand the haters. They wanted us to lose. I understand it. You know what I mean? You'll be bitter about it. You'll be hurt about it. But Abby, it's a foul. It's as simple as that.
Please do.
It's a foul. It's a foul. That's not the.
Is it a foul? I want to ask
It's
you.
a foul. There's not a problem. That's a foul.
then
It's
we
a
do-
foul.
In real time,
It's a foul.
You're playing with the odds. You don't know what's going on. I'm legally blind.
Same.
Hopefully, it's not a foul. No, it's a foul.
It's a foul.
It's
yeah?
a foul.
We can both agree on that.
All right,
Holding the goalkeeper's arm so he can't reach the ball and make contact with the ball
And
coming
holding
in,
him round the neck.
is a foul. But grappling, I've seen this season. I'm not even going to speak directly on Arsenal. I'm just going to just speak in the general context of what I've been watching from set pieces this season.
Please do.
I've seen this. I've seen.
On the goalkeeper.
No.
No.
On it doesn't matter.
We're talking about
no,
the
because forget.
wait,
Hold on, let me
let
finish.
Go
Let me finish.
specifically
Let
on
me
the
finish.
goalkeeper
I'm not
first.
saying.
Let him land.
I'm not speaking about the goalkeeper. I'm just speaking about one player and another player. One player's contesting to try and score a goal. The other player's trying to defend, and you are stopping the player from jumping. You are stopping the player from attacking the ball. You're stopping the player from trying to score.
Okay.
I've seen it countless times.
And every
this season.
single one of
I'm
them
not
has
talking
been.
about.
One second, Matisse. I just want to interject slightly.
I've seen this.
I know, but what you're saying,
Yeah, that's a foul.
Hold on.
Oh, this season it's
Hold
not
on,
been given.
1 second. On
Countless
every
times.
single one of those you've seen this season, none of them have been given.
I'm not saying none of them, but I'm saying
No, but then
I'm saying
what-
too many.
but what
Robbie,
point are you-
too,
hold
the
on.
point I'm making is too many times this season
Too
we've
many,
seen
but
excessive force in the box.
I know.
And,
But
and,
on
it's,
every
and it's been
I know
allowed to
that,
stand.
But on
That's what I'm saying.
every single one of them, has it been? It's not been given. Is that what you're trying to say?
Not all of them, but I'm saying there's
So
no
what point are you
consistency.
trying to
There's
make?
no consistency. Next
We know
season,
there's no consistency.
next season, they need to get a hold of the grappling, the bear hugging, and the suffocating that is going on in the Premier League
I
in this
agree.
box. You cannot be. I don't care if it's the goalkeeper or if it's two outfield players. You cannot have a situation this season when we are seeing countless times excessive force.
I agree.
People are using their entire strength, all of their entire strength to grapple, to hold, to stop people's arms, to stop people from jumping, stop people from heading the ball, and it's been fine. It's been allowed to carry on. That's all I'm saying. So the irony in the inconsistencies, in particular with you guys, because you guys were a big part of that at the start of the season, in terms of blocking people, whatever.
Blocking is
that
different to
Yeah,
grappling.
but you
just said grappling.
Yeah, but you guys have been
but
doing the
you
grappling as well.
grapple
So you've
to
been
block.
doing all
And
of
you
it,
block the
right?
keepers.
It's just the
But
irony.
everyone
It's just
does
the,
it.
yeah, but you
Everyone.
guys are,
And some of them
you
are
guys are at the centre of it. You
Hold
guys
on.
have to
Let
own
him
it.
finish.
You guys
Let
are
him
you guys
finish.
are the
No,
you guys
no,
are the
no.
founding
You can't-
fathers of it.
Yeah.
No.
Because
you
you
can't
were
ask
very
for
set piece
opinions and then
heavy,
not let him
right?
finish.
You
Let
score
him
most of
finish.
your goals.
I'm just
from set
saying.
pieces.
But we don't do that on keepers.
just saying.
We don't do that in the box.
So
We
I'm
don't-
not saying it
I've
should have
seen
been
it
a
ruled
goal.
out. I've seen goals
Selective.
given
I'm not
against
saying it should have been a
Vicario
goal.
for very similar things.
I'm just
So basically what
Harris'
you're
asking
argument
for next
is
season-
Vicario needs to do better.
I'm
Be
just saying-
stronger.
So
We need
basically, you're saying it's
consistency.
a selective thing now.
Yes.
That's what you just said. Because
think
as I
that
said,
the biggest problem
you
is
started
saying I
off.
want
You started off.
consistency. That's what
you
I'm saying.
started off by saying grappling on thing, and that. I asked you. So if every single time someone grapples, they don't give it. You said no.
They don't.
But on this time, and by the way, we're not talking about a grappling situation here. We're talking about a foul on the goalkeeper, the principal guy he's just about to catch the ball. And one person's pulled down his arm and the other one's got him round the neck.
So my thing on it is, yes, okay, it is a foul. Fine, whatever. There are also, as I said, multiple other fouls going on at the same time. My biggest grievance, yes, of course I'm going to be salty. Of course I hate what I'm seeing because realistically it means you're going to win the league. Why would I possibly be
you're gonna
happy?
stay up.
Tape you up in the league.
Can I talk? Please, let me talk. Please.
As long as you don't
Please
whine and get
let
angry.
me talk.
All right, go on.
Thank you.
De Bruyne.
Calm down.
Of course I'm going to be pissed off. Of course I'm going to be fuming. I don't want you to win the league. Why would I possibly want you to? And this weird thing, why are you so angry? Why would I want my biggest rivals, who at the club I hate the most, to win the league? Whatever.
Keeps you up.
Irrelevant. Right. My thing is, we
One
sit
life
here
safety.
and we talk about this every single week about PGMOL, right? And how bad they are, how bad VAR
Not
is.
yesterday. They got it right.
Of course, you like it now.
No, 'cause they got it right.
But generally, it is
when they get it wrong.
a disgrace. How you don't know what is a foul, what isn't a foul, what you can do, what you can't do.
Abby,
And this
you
is
just
the
said
biggest.
they got it right.
Please.
And you're saying it's a
I'm actually just
disgrace.
trying to have a normal conversation here. This is not about rage baiting. It's not about Arsenal. It's not about anything.
I'm
It's
not
just
being rage
actually
bait.
just about the Premier League.
And you're not making sense.
No, because I'm just trying to actually have a normal conversation for once. I know we don't like to do that here, but we are just having a normal conversation.
No. Abby, mate. What? You've been out of relegation 5 minutes, mate. What? Hold on. You're about to stay in the Premier League, mate. Abby.
You've been here 5 minutes,
Abby, you've been
mate.
here 5 minutes, mate. You've been confirmed as the Premier League team for only 5 minutes, this, mate, and you're talking like this, mate.
This is
It's an absolute disgrace, Abby, mate.
but this isn't just about anyone. It's about everyone.
We've got the violin for you, mate.
I'm just not going to talk today. I'm actually trying to have a normal conversation.
What do you mean about we don't want to normally do that here? You're one of the worst ones.
I agree.
1 second, guys. 1 second.
And
1
now
second.
you want to pull.
Wait, don't you? What do you want?
After review, guys, after review, we can confirm that crying will not change the decision. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.
You're just picking and choosing.
I'm not. I can't even finish a sentence.
All right, go on.
Because you went off on one.
Hurry up,
I'm
then. Hurry up.
talking. My thing is about that. We sit and talk about this all the time about the inconsistency. Do we not? Yes, yesterday it's gone for you. I've seen things in my own team. But how many times did I say to you about the Richarlison one that was ruled out against you with the 2 hands on the back? We sit here. You've said it about VAR. You've said it about VAR. You've said it about VAR. We all do. It's a collective thing. There is no way that we can sit here and say that the rules, VAR, PGM, whatever they are, everything is so incredibly grey and blurry.
It's been so funny watching this play out because, like, people are confusing multiple situations at once. Yeah, because none of this is Arsenal's problem. Like, we shouldn't be talking about Arsenal in this moment.
I didn't. I just spoke about PGM.
No.
Come off
No.
it.
Your hate of Arsenal and people's hate of Arsenal to want them to lose is the prevailing emotion in this situation. It's only afterwards, when people are forced, after witnessing the video, that they're going, right, let's talk about the real thing. PGMOL, 100%. But even if we're doing that, it's still not relevant to this particular foul. Because on any given Sunday, in any league,
I'm gonna dash this at your head.
No, listen. I know they're not liking Arsenal thing.
Tread
but
carefully.
We have to just talk about what we're seeing. We just got to talk about the game sometimes.
Facts.
Take the emotion out. Take the hatred out.
The irony is
Take the.
insane.
It's
Take
incredible.
the. It's the
Insane.
last day of the league or the first day of the league. Just take it out. If I run this tape to you, is this a foul?
Yes, but
And
do
it
you
is.
understand the irony?
No, 100%. No, and this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
The irony is taking over the emotion, Matisse. Because it's Arsenal and they do the physical thing in the boxes and that, there is not an identical situation where the keeper has been double fouled. 2. Tadebo's pulling the shirt from that angle.
Yep.
The whole arm from Pablo's on his arm that way round. It's just a foul. That's it. Pack up, go home.
I don't want to
it's
hear
foul.
about the pulling shirt thing.
Huh?
I don't want to hear about the pulling shirt thing because that's been happening all season.
No, 100%. But what I'm saying is, it's on the keeper while he's trying to get the ball.
Yeah,
It's obviously a foul.
Yeah.
Now, listen, I'm in the camp of, I've been saying on this same desk, you see PGMOL, them man there, 100%. Because what they're doing is they're making different thresholds of fouls, okay? So this one is an unequivocal foul where the keeper's getting fouled double, mate. There's nothing even to talk about here. It's a foul. But there are other instances. I've seen David Raya punch Pedro's head off. João Pedro's head off. Well, that was in that game, innit, Matisse?
What about Lissandro
Yeah.
at the weekend?
Yeah.
Lissandro
punching
was
up?
lucky. You know,
Should've
this
got
hair
sent
pulling
off.
thing, don't even get me started. There's first they're deciding that. Even in our game with the 0-0, the amount of yellow cards that was given to us versus them, not trying to do a tie, there are massive inconsistencies, yeah?
What about that time?
In this league. This has been one of the worst seasons I can remember for decisions being so very wrong.
But this one wasn't one of them.
However, the only thing you have to stick to in the instance of this moment, this season-defining moment for two teams, is this instant the correct decision? And it is. And people that are talking about the PGMOL like you did, 100%, I'm with you. But it's when the hatred for Arsenal...
I've just said the exact
It's
same
coming
thing
in.
about the PGMOL.
Yeah, that's fine. You got there in the end. But your main thing was, but there's loads of fouls. It's Declan Rice.
Flex,
This is that.
flex,
You
flex,
was
flex,
doing it.
flex,
No,
flex,
I'm saying
flex, flex,
you were
flex,
saying it's
flex,
this, it's that. No.
flex, flex,
It's
flex.
a
Flex.
foul.
Flex.
That's it.